Hello and welcome to my third video blog for September. As you can see, there's a bunch of snow that I have now found myself in that might be melting on my head. But hey, it's beautiful and it's melting. And this is summer in Calgary.
Sheepskin buried in the bottom of this pond, so when he feels like playing with it, he digs them up and he throws it around with his head and throws it up in the air. And the logs that are floating in there, sometimes he'll push down on the logs and then let them pop up out of the water.
These springs are worth $1 million.
All right, let's pull them up. Wow.
Thanks, John, for going down and checking that out for us.
This is a Montana sunrise. Just to remind you that I do have my blog, the written blog, that gives you lots more information if you would like to find out the links to some of the places I've gone to, am going to, all of that kind of stuff. Do check it out. I will put it down below and as well at the end of this video. Hello, I am now at Old Faithful in Yellowstone Park, and as you can see, I am just waiting for that guy right over there to just go psh. And this is a buffalo roundup. They got some. Oh, they got a few rooms.
fingers through his greasy hair, thus oiling them well. He would deposit the unoiled gold dust into the boss's take, and by again rubbing his fingers through his hair, redeposit the oily flakes where it could be washed out later. It's said that there was a bald-headed barkeep who was known to have half a dozen hair pieces, all well oiled. His take was enormous, as the laundering process was more efficient.
Give me a shot of that whiskey there, Harry.
Nope. Nope. Is that too much?
No, I ain't. Come on now. Let's have a
You're
shot.
drunk as a skunk.
Wild Bill's attention was on Massey. There was a friendly argument between them, and Wild Bill remarked,
I'm going to take all that money over there, don't you? You might as well bet it all right now, right?
upon returning directly behind Wild Bill, suddenly Jack McCall,
Take that, dang you! Don't shoot, Jack! Don't shoot!
the bullet struck Bill on the back of the head, coming out of his left cheek, and lodged in Captain Massey's left arm. It was discovered soon after the cards Bill was holding were aces
Wild
and
Bill
eights,
Hickok is dead!
better known as the
Rest
dead
in
man's
peace.
hand. All fled the saloon except Carl Mann, who was held at bay by McCall. Jack snapped the trigger of his gun several times. It failed to fire. He then ran out the door and up the street. He was found hiding in a building behind a butcher shop. Later on in the day, he was...
I'm here at this rather desolated, middle of nowhere kind of place on the top of a hill in a cemetery to tell you about Seth Bullock, a very famous Canadian here in Deadwood. I found it rather interesting. I was like, how come a Canadian is well known here? Well, it's because he arrived here just after Wild Bill was murdered, and he became the first sheriff of Deadwood. So therefore transforming this wild and crazy town into a much safer and better place that now exists today. Look forward to seeing you next month for October and all its adventures.